here that Supreme Court did not make any determination at all on our issue 4, which is about the forfeiture of $460,000 by the second respondent, which is Bola Tinubu, for the proceeds of narcotics and money laundering, which was imposed on him. In contrariness to Section 137(1)(d) of the Constitution, the Supreme Court did not make any pronouncement on it. They did not say anything about the issue. So wouldn't it be right for me to say the judgment is either incomplete or incomprehensive? Because the law is that the court is under a duty to pronounce on every issue brought to it by any petitioner or by a party. I did not hear it. I did not know the reason.
Right, but clearly they've delivered their judgment, and as you conceded, it's a final judgment.
That is exactly what I'm saying, that I accept as a Democrat, but I disagree.
No, I understand that, but
welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election that was held in Nigeria on February 25, 2023, and the result controversially announced on March 1st, 2023. And that controversial result has now been confirmed by the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the highest court in the land. The highest court of the land, in the words of Kenneth Okonkwo, has clothed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with constitutionality, but it has not clothed him with democracy. And despite supposed closure to the electoral process by the verdict of the court, the issues raised in the court, or that was not raised in the court, has continued to reverberate across Nigeria and will continue to shape the perception of the Tinubu presidency in years to come. This is because many people believe that there was miscarriage of justice. But like they said, the Supreme Court is the last man standing. Whatever it says stands, even if you disagree with it. Now, one of the biggest revelations is what we saw in the video that you watch now by Kenneth Okonkwo, where Kenneth Okonkwo was raising issues about issue 4 that they put forward before the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court did nothing, absolutely nothing about it. And it is so weighty and so important that it makes people to wonder, how did this escape the Supreme Court? And the issue is about the forfeiture of $460,000, almost $500,000, to the United States government by the second respondent, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That section, that particular offense, that particular issue was what Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, and Labour Party was banking on to disqualify Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because under section 137 of the 1999 Constitution, you go and read conditionalities for disqualification of a presidential candidate. Because the forfeiture of $460,000 proceeds of narcotics is a serious offense in a country like Nigeria that has been ravaged by drug addiction, insurgency that is believed to be fueled in part by drug addicts or drug-enhanced operatives. In a country like Nigeria, where, let's face the fact, the bandits, many of them are on drugs. Our media is awash with reports of arrest of those who supply drugs, hard drugs. to the bandits, to the terrorists, to ISWAP, to all kinds of non-state actors terrorizing this country. These are issues of grave national importance. And a candidate was accused, not that he was accused, there were no dispute, even his lawyers never disputed the fact that $460,000 was submitted to the American government, process of narcotics. Now, $460,000 in the 1990s. Do you know the value of that dollar today? And you just forfeit it. If it is your own money you get with your sweat and blood, will you not oppose the forfeiture? Will you not go to any length to say you can't take away this money from me? But this matter was brought before the Supreme Court. It was one of the issues that Labour Party and Peter Obi brought. But Okonkwo is telling you that this matter was not touched at all. And every issue, according to Okonkwo, whatever issue that was brought before the court ought to have addressed it. Why did they shy away from it? Are they saying they forgot that issue was among the issue that was brought before it by the Labour Party? Are they saying they are not aware? Are they in this too much rush, as alleged by David Hunde, as alleged by Aaron Greenspan of United States? They were in such a rush to deliver verdict before the FBI would begin to release their documents on Bola Ahmed Tinubu, beginning from the 30th of October, as was revealed by David Hunde. So they were in so much hurry that they forgot one of the issues they're supposed to address. What is their excuse for not touching that aspect? Because that forfeiture issue is a very serious matter. And that forfeiture is an issue that even the Supreme Court itself had dealt with. In 2014, Mohammed Abacha was on the federal government of Nigeria, where Arewola was the presiding justice, and he defined what is forfeiture in Nigeria statute book. And it was clear that that forfeiture of Tinubu is evidence of crime committed. Because if you don't commit crime, how can you forfeit your $460,000 to the United States government without challenging them? We can see how Bola Ahmed Tinubu rushed to stop Atiku Abubakar. He should have stopped the United States government from collecting that $460,000. Why didn't he challenge them? The way he challenged Atiku Abubakar, that they should not give him his academic records, or that giving Atiku his academic record will cause him severe and irreparable damage. So why did he allow American government, since he is innocent, why did he allow American government to collect a humongous amount, $460,000? They took it away from him. There was no evidence where we see, except perhaps when the FBI begin to release their results, the documents they have on the president. There was no proof that Tinubu challenged that forfeiture, that that his own sweat and blood, that he made it with his own sweat, that he can't forfeit it. Are you getting it? But it is also not very surprising, because even the appeal court or the presidential election petition court had already, in a strange way, and that made Nigeria a laughing stock. And if you see people discussing it around the world, they were laughing at Nigeria when the appeal court said that what was indicted was Tinubu's bank account and not Tinubu, they were saying, many of them were making jokes about Nigeria. So you mean to tell me that if you have a gun, you can as well say that it was not you that kill somebody. It was your gun. It is the gun that shoot the person. If you are accused of murder, you can kill somebody on the street of Nigeria, and then you say you are not the one that did it. It was the gun that did it. The gun should be indicted for the murder, and not the owner of the gun who shoots. No, it is the gun that shoots itself. It was the gun that left where it was bought and got its own license or not. So that's the kind of things that happen only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. So they could have as well addressed the matter and just dismiss it the way the presidential election petition court did, by saying that Tinubu was not indicted. It was his bank account that was indicted. And then to make the matter much more laughable, he said, and he can still travel to America. So because he can still travel to America, it means that he was not indicted. His forfeiture was not a criminal forfeiture. He can still travel to America. These are the kind of things that people look at Nigeria and they say Nigeria is an unserious country. And who will blame them? Who will blame them? That matter is so important that it would have been better for the Supreme Court to have ruled about it. Let it be that we are still complaining about their verdict. But why did they overlook it? What were they rushing to do that made them not to take notice of that? And you can see what Okonkwo said. Perhaps they have not yet brought the whole matter to the conclusion. Of course, we know they have. But it just shows you the desperation to deliver the verdict that will favor the powers that be. And they have succeeded in clothing the powers that be with constitutionality. But they cannot legislate the love of Nigerians for the administration, because Tinubu has already lost the battle for the hearts and minds of Nigerians who rejected him at the polls. Because even if you go by the results that INEC published, INEC results show that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had 8.7 million votes, Atiku Abubakar 6.9 million votes, Peter Obi 6.1 million votes, Rabiu Kwankwaso 1.4 million votes or thereabouts. And now if you calculate all the votes of Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, those are votes that voted against him. And Tinubu should know it. Nigerians voted against him. Those who are for him, who are against him, were greater than those who are for him. That is clear, even from the disputed INEC results, which I do not even believe. I do not accept. And I know that many Nigerians do not believe that that result is the authentic result. But that result has been authenticated by the Supreme Court. But that doesn't make it acceptable to all of us, to all Nigerians. All Nigerians still have a right to dispute it. All Nigerians have the right to dispute why they think it's not the authentic result, why they think that the election was not free and fair, why they think that the Supreme Court erred in affirming Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But that takes nothing away from the fact that he has been affirmed. But they cannot legislate it in the hearts and minds of Nigerians, the affirmation of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, especially in a situation like this, where a particular issue that was presented before it didn't even touch it at all. What message are they sending? What are they telling Nigerians? That particular issue is not important, or that they were in too much rush, they didn't see it. Your guess is as good as mine. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.